Welcome to the webinar Framework for Chief Minister Role. Well, all of you know it is very important that having a good governance and the people who are in a Chief Minister role should be well versed with their thought process and the clarity in their mind. The clarity is very important, even though the aspirations are good, highly ambitious, and the burning desire to do something good. All these things are one side of the coin. But the other side of the coin, which is the real thing, is what kind of framework, the roadmap, the clarity, the scientific basis thinking. That's very important. It comes with wisdom. It comes with a lot of self introspection. It comes with a lot of knowledge that's available in the books. So this webinar is very special, very unique. Those who are aspiring to become chief minister, those who are aspiring to become a, you know, any government officers, they can actually follow this framework. We all know that governance is important, but the question is, how do we ensure that the people living in the country, people living in the society, are getting benefited out of this governance? What are the metrics available? Let's look at these 8 pillars of transformative governance. First one is human development. Second one is family and social stability. Third one is education to employment. Fourth one is economic strength. Fifth one is ecology and water security. Sixth one is good governance. Seventh one is culture and identity, right? Eighth one is the future readiness. First thing we should always remember, anything that you take, anything that you decide, anything that you implement is should not be based on 5 years. Because the decision that you take today, it's going to impact so many people's life. And nobody in future should feel bad about any of the decisions being taken today. First and foremost, human development. A lot of people say that, well, party is important. Nobody is above party, right? Institutions are important. Nobody is above institutions. Organizations are important. Organization culture. These are all the abstract terms which create a lot of confusion and convenience to escape. There is nothing called organization. There is nothing called party. There is nothing called institution. Everything is about people, humans. It is just that humans. And then the environment that they live in, the nature. If you take care of these two things, rest all falls in place. The nature which we are living, the backbone and the very source of our life, the vital force, the vital energy of our life, then the people who are consuming this energy, who are consuming this, right? We breathe air that's produced in the atmosphere by the trees and so on. And then it is important that we conserve, that we should contribute, not just simply consumption. There is so much consumption and very less contribution. That's the problem. Human development. So human development, it begins with the health. So many families today, they are not able to grow financially just because of the health problems, purely because of the health issues. Now the question is, the health may get spoiled either because of the habits, lifestyle, and then systematic things. Lifestyle choices are major, predominantly. People are spoiling themselves. And then 50% people are getting spoiled because of the adulterated food, pollution, the air that they breathe, the contaminated water, right? So it is very important that we first ensure that there is a natural food available for everybody. Naturally grown, organic food is available for everybody. Once people start eating natural food, the right food, the organic food, it brings a biological change, a change which promotes the sattvic nature, non-violence, right? So it is very important that the natural food is important. I'm not saying that you should not eat meat. Yes, you can, but it should ideally be the natural food, right? Nothing should grow in lab environment. That is the first and fundamental thing. So what are all the corruption exist? What are all the fraudulent things? What are all the bad things exist in producing natural food? That must be eradicated or controlled through the policies. So food safety is the most important fundamental bedrock to the society. Next, education. The quality of the teachers. That's very important. Today, teachers are being used as salespeople in their schools to attract, to promote number of seats. Unfortunately, the school management should not utilize any of their teachers for sales activities and reduce the expenses, right? Expenditure, unnecessary over expenditures, and then they give less salaries. There should be a little bit of sacrifice at a leadership level. Leadership is all about sacrifice for the welfare of the society. So today's situation is the leaders earning more and giving very less to the people supporting. So that must be changed fundamentally so that human development can happen. Then family and social stability. As I said, it's not about organization, it's not about institution, it is not even about country, to be frank. It is about the people. You take care of the people and the country will be fine automatically. Today we are thinking in a reverse. We are thinking about country, forgetting people. A country without people, does it make sense? A country without healthy people, does it make sense? A country without intelligence, without intelligent people, does it make sense? That we need to focus on. Families should be strengthened. No family should get shorted because of the health issues or unemployment things. Education to employment. The moment you bring the right education, the education where the people should feel contented, not about how to earn money. It is about how to conserve, how to preserve, how to live your life with whatever they get. That's the real education. Again, it's not about compromising. It is about satisfaction, self-satisfaction. That should be the goal. If everybody becomes AI developer, everybody wants to get into the AI jobs, right? Then what will happen? So society should not be driven by the artificial systems. Fundamentally, it should be driven by the natural intelligence, ancient intelligence, not artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is the next layer. I'm not saying no. We should use artificial intelligence for taking the smart decisions. In fact, this whole presentation is made using AI. Then economic strength, agriculture, industry, innovations, right? So all this is very important. And then water security, ecology, all this is important. Good governance, culture. To be frank, if all the people in society start thinking less about themselves, start thinking more about others and the neighborhood, then any government can do miracles. It is not a problem with any government. Government is never a problem. The problem is the people always, the mindset. If the people are good, they select the good leaders. They take the good decisions. And once they select a good leader, then people get influence automatically, naturally. That the leaders must keep in mind always and behave accordingly. So civilization governance model, technology plus culture plus ecology, human development, ethical governance, long-term prosperity. The core philosophy, strong families create stable societies. Today, how many broken families are there? Wealthy people, but people are diverse. People are diverse, right? With the diversified thoughts. There is no family system. There is no family culture. It's a broken society, a sick society. So we need to strengthen that, increase the culture, family culture. Any product, any business that should support in terms of promoting the families. So what are the two things that really important? Control the entertainment, which is spoiling today under the name of entertainment. Entertainment has become, you know, violence manufacturing industry. It is not a cinema industry. It has become like a violence manufacturing industry. When did violence become entertainment? Look at our own mind. We are getting entertained out of the violence. So this must be changed. So the media, the movies must produce a lot of positive content, making people think scientifically, making people think spiritually, right? So this must be controlled. The second thing, communication. What goes in the social media, right? Anybody can write anything. Anybody can write anything. You just need internet connection, anybody can. So there must be a license for internet. There, like a driving license, right? There must be a license. If you want internet, you need to have a license. You should be qualified. Internet should be used only by the qualified people, educated, qualified people. Of course, I'm not saying all educated people are, intelligent, ethical. No, but at least this sets the filter. At least we can make them think. Again, education. I'm not talking about the education qualification per se. I am talking about the thought leadership. There are people who are illiterate, but they led families, they led society in a beautiful way, holistic way. So that's the level of education of which I am talking about. I'm not talking about the academic mark based education, marks based or rank based education. No. Stable societies create productive incomes, economies, right? When you make people think, take care of their own body and mind, they know how to take care of their own employment also. They know how to create their own employment. Just protect the body and mind. Ensure any product today is not killing people, it's not harming people, it is nurturing people. Always master the cause and effect chain. Unintentional damage is more. We think that okay, this will work out. So today's solutions are becoming tomorrow's problems. That must be changed. So values and culture is very important. Family strength, disciplined citizens, very, very important. Disciplined citizens. Health education skills, economic prosperity, social harmony, long-term state power. Let's look at this. What are the 8 pillars of governance? Human development, human development, human development. Develop the humans, not the machines. Make people think, not machines think. Very few people are able to think, and those the great thinkers are creating, are making machines also to think. They are teaching machines, and the machines are learning, machine learning, and we, the rest of the human, learning how machines are learning. trying to find out how machines are learning, right? There are smart people inventing machines, making them think, and there are people who are figuring out how machines are thinking, right? The whole life is being spent in those dimensions. That's not the right way. Family and social stability, education to employment, all these things you have seen in the poster. Human development, preventive healthcare, nutrition, mental wellness, yoga and sports, skill-based education, traditional food revival, modern plus traditional healthcare integration. If you do not stand on your own legs when you are at 60 or 70 years, then it's going to be a burden for the families. I know a lot of people resigned their job just to take care of their family members' health, parents' health. I know there are a lot of people who are sacrificing their promotions just to take care of their family and continue to have the work-life balance. I know there are people who are sacrificing their health and doing night shift just to take care of their family. So all kinds of problems exist. Health, 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 health. Adulteration must be eradicated. Food adulteration must be eradicated. Knowledge should be propagated. People who are producing fake products, adulteration food, they must remember they will not have customers in future. How will they grow? Because customers are dying eating that kind of food. Then where will the customer, how will the repeat customer can come and buy the same product? Person getting admitted in hospital, that's it. All the savings are burnt. So that's very important. If you are following the laws, the rules of the land, then you should exhibit in all the aspects, right? 20% you are thinking like an Indian, 30% you are thinking like a foreigner, right? Then another 40% you are thinking like an alien, then remaining percent you are not even thinking. Where is the country thinking? Where is the country, you know, cultural based thinking? The value system, it's not there. Before we buy any foreign products, we must question ourselves. Why can't it be produced within our country? Every aspect, whether you are buying a pen, whether you are buying a car, whether you are buying a home, whether you are buying a AC, whether you are buying a laptop, anything for that matter. Why is not that we are able to produce within our country? There is huge manpower, excellent resources, excellent institutions, best in class institutions, great professors. Most important thing, the great scriptures. Despite of all these things, we are just simply purchasing the products which are manufactured outside of the country. Well, I'm not against other countries. Every country should think in that angle to develop their own country. So I think the problem here is inch deep, mile wide thinking, like a thali meals. It has become like a thali meals. Little bit of sweet, little bit of that's not a balanced thing. You need to ensure when it's out of balance, the thali meals cannot help. You are out of balance, which means you may need to put more efforts on one dimension, one pillar to make sure that all other pillars can be repaired by using the help of that one pillar. The parallel approach will not work. It takes time. So you need to have a sequential approach. Focus on healthcare, malnutrition, health issues by eradicating the contaminated, adulterated food. Focus on education. Make sure that every teacher is qualified. In private schools, I have seen people, the teachers speaking very, very, very poor English. Children learn mathematics, science through English, physics through English, chemistry through English. If the English itself is not eloquent, not good, how will they understand? I am talking about private institutions where the parents are paying lakhs and lakhs of rupees on donation basis, and nobody is able to question because the parents themselves do not think about these things. So, family and social stability, movies must be clean because all these things are movie effects. You think about it, 90% of the movies are full of wrong things. Finally, you are giving a message that's not good because you already sowed the seeds. Then finally, you are trying to sow. It's not enough. 90% you are immersing your story into violence. 10% you are talking some moral values. That's not good. It will not help. Responsibility is important. Moral responsibility is very important, right? Education and employment, economic design, ecology and water security, governance and trust, culture and civilizational identity, future readiness. These are all the things, important things. Please study what is Cobra effect. I'm not going to explain here. Please study. And then you can avoid. So what should be the dashboard for chief ministers? Child nutrition, youth employment, groundwater levels, citizen trust score, farmer profitability, AS clip penetration. This is very important. Final vision, high technology, strong culture, ethical governance, water security, human development, civilization stability. This entire video is for educational learning purpose. Those who are studying political science, those who wish to enter into politics, it's going to be very useful and thought provoking for them. This is an educational video, not meant for any debates. This is a strong disclaimer. Thank you for watching.